So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video, guys. And yeah, in this video we are going to talk about many important things. As you all already know, I have already uploaded the spoilers video for chapter 273. But at that time we did not get much information. It's just text leaks. Now we have enough panels to discuss. Based on the spoilers we've gotten so far, it looks like this chapter is going to be very important and interesting. Also, some information about the end of the Tokyo Revengers series has been revealed. Yeah, the series is finally coming to its conclusion. Absolutely no one expected this news. Because some people felt that there are many more things that need to be properly explained in the story. But no one can predict what will happen now. We're almost at the end of the Shinichiro arc now. And the leaker said that there are some twists in this chapter. So before talk about all these, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. Before discussing spoilers, there are many important things to talk about the Tokyo Revengers series. As you can see in the picture here, it says the next issue will have 24 pages and that it will be on the cover with color pages. And the page also says, make sure to read the Tokyo Revengers conclusion. So yeah, this means we are almost nearing the end of the story. And some people don't get confused by this. Tokyo Revengers series will not end with next chapter. I can't say for sure how many more chapters are left to finish the story. But in my opinion, it takes almost 10 or 15 chapters to complete this story. We're still in the Shinichiro arc. And the fight between Takamichi and Mikey will continue after this. Tokyo Revengers manga is unlikely to end this year. But early next year is more likely. Basically, the end of the manga is announced when there are about 10 chapters left to complete. Tokyo Revengers series season 2 will release next year. I think the manga series will end at that time. It's also said that the 274th chapter will have a color cover and 24 pages. So the fight between Takamichi and Mikey will continue in chapter 274. Because check this picture, the one with Takamichi says, the final showdown. The heat of the fiercest battle is at its peak. And then something about a popularity poll. So it looks like this story will end after defeating Mikey. Even in this chapter, we see some scenes from the battlefield. Also, we will get news about popularity poll in next chapter. It basically reveals which character people like the most. This poll was already announced a month ago. I really wonder who will make the top 3. Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if Mikey took first place. So the next week, we will get more information about Tokyo Revengers series. So I think this is the perfect time for them to announce Season 2 trailer. Season 2 will release in the first month of next year. Only 2 months left. It's strange that we haven't gotten a trailer yet. We basically get the trailer 4 months before the series release. But this time they have only released the key visual. Hope to get the trailer by the end of this month or next month. And if some of you are saddened by this news, you all need to read the Tokyo Revengers spin-off series. It's actually pretty cool. I have really enjoyed every chapters. I think we will see Toman members in the series soon. If you haven't read this series yet, I think it's about time. Anyway, now we are at the end of the story. When the last chapter was released, I thought he was dragging the story. But I totally did not expect such news. Let us know below which scene you would like to see before the series ends. However, now let's talk about spoilers. This is the first leaked photo. Shinichiro cries in this picture. As we all already know, Shinichiro always wanted to see a grown and healthy Mikey. In the original timeline, Mikey never saw his brother Shinichiro's true self. If you all remember, Mikey always called his brother crybaby. But now, I understand the real meaning of this word. There are many parallels in the story between Takamichi and Shinichiro. But one thing in common is that others call them crybaby. Takamichi always wanted to save Hina. He faced hardships for that. Because only he knows what happened to his friends in the future. It must have been hard for him to see them back in the past. He cries whenever he sees them. At least they are happy here. Takamichi actually faced many struggles to protect Hina. Now we see Shinichiro in the same situation. He loved his brother more. He didn't even hesitate to kill someone to bring him back to life. So finally he accomplished his goal. Mikey has only ever seen this side of Shinichiro in this timeline, that's why he told Takamichi that his brother was Crybaby. Now the second leak. Shinichiro finally talks to a grown-up Mikey. He says, "Baji put his life on the line to protect this bike. And I just went ahead and smashed it. I think everyone will remember this scene." Mikey saved Baji from some mobsters. So this scene takes place after that. He went to his brother's bike shop to fix his bike. And in this timeline, the Toman gang is already formed. Mikey has met all the members in this timeline. Honestly, the original timeline was pretty bad. Baji's personality was completely different. He didn't even care about Mikey. He has no friends. But he has friends in this timeline. Mikey is a good influence for him. But when Mikey formed the gang, many people asked where Sanzu was. Because Sanzu is also Baji and Mikey's friend. I don't even know what happened to him in this timeline. This is the third leak. So after Mikey leaves, Sanzu goes to Shinichiro's bike shop. This really surprised me. In this timeline, Sanzu was in prison, and that's why I thought Mikey didn't include him when the gang was formed. Sanzu slashed those who spoke bad about his friend Mikey with his sword. This makes sense, since Shinichiro saved his brother Mikey and changed the timeline. But why didn't Sanzu join them yet? There is another reason behind this. Sanzu has always hated his brother Takamichi. He even ran away from his home. However, it seems that Sanzu loved Shinichiro more as a brother than his own brother. Shinichiro wanted Sanzu to be friends with Mikey. But Mikey hates weak people in this timeline. Maybe that's why he didn't include Sanzu in Toman's gang. I really want to know Sanzu's point of view in this chapter. What he thinks about Mikey and the Toman gang. Now the fourth leak. This is the most important part of the chapter. Shinichiro finally tells Sanzu the truth about what happened. He says, "In order to save Mikey, I had to leap through time." So Sanzu was the first person to learn that Shinichiro was a time leaper. It makes sense that Shinichiro didn't hesitate to tell him the truth. Shinichiro's trigger is that Sanzu. It was only with Sanzu's help Shinichiro was able to return to the present. They both loved Mikey. It almost seems like both had the same goal. Now the fifth leak. Sanzu is shocked after hearing this. Because no one would believe such a thing at first. Shinichiro tells him this too. In order to save him, I had to kill someone. He talks about the old man. He got this power by killing the old man. Shinichiro tells Sanzu everything that happened in the original timeline. But why is he telling him this? Does Sanzu see any change in Shinichiro? There is no need to tell him all these facts. So I'm excited to know more about it. Sanzu wearing a black shirt is very interesting. I hope some people understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about it now. Because my theory might be wrong. But I think Sanzu and Takamichi are likely to meet somewhere. But anyway. This is the final leak. Finally we see Takamichi here. He looks shocked. Mikey tells him all the truth about his brother Shinichiro. Takamichi thought that Kasaki was a time leaper. But it was Mikey's brother. So this must have really shocked him. Even Mikey learned this fact only recently. But Sanzu already knew about this. He also knows about Dark Impulse. But he didn't say anything to Mikey. And the leaker said that there is a major twist in this chapter. I'm really looking forward to this chapter. So let us know below what you think about it. So anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.